Hey everybody, thank you for picking Kale-E. Today's video is going to be on potting my sprouted turmeric. Woohoo! First, let's go over the materials. You will need your sprouted turmeric and a container. This is a 15-inch container I got from Target for $7.95. There's no drill holes in the bottom, so I'm going to be using my drill to make some drainage holes, and then I will be using my compost, which is right over here, and my organic potting soil mix. That's about it. All we need. Oh, some water at the end. Step 2 is getting the compost to add to our bin. So this is my compost bin currently, and this is my little compost stick that I use to keep it aerated and just kind of swish it around. So I'm going to dig all the way to the bottom of my compost and grab a bunch of material from the bottom because that's pretty dense way down here. Woo! That's beautiful. Alright, so that's good matter. Grab all this. So good. Alright, so I'm going to fill this with about 1/3 of compost, and then we'll come back and use the potting soil mix. My compost tea is leaking out, and so I'm going to use this too for my turmeric, but it started leaking as I tilted it. Just want to show you guys that there's a bunch of compost tea in this bottom part. Okay, so I got about 1/3 of my compost in the bucket. Now I'm going to add a bunch of organic potting soil mix to it, basically the rest, and then I'm going to mix it up with my stick. Oh, and compost tea got everywhere, so sorry about that. Oh! Shit. Okay, anyways. Okay, Jake, you wanna get closer? Okay, so now I'm going to mix, actually this stick is useless, like this, and mix all of the compost and the potting soil together. Turmeric's a heavy feeder, so it likes all the nutrients, and I'm only going to fill this about 2/3 of the way, because I'm going to keep every month adding compost to the top of it, because you want to keep feeding the turmeric another layer as it starts growing. So I want to get super nutrient dense soil, and it's all mixing together. And I'll probably add a layer like to here, and then we will plant the turmeric. Okay, I'm gonna plant these guys just like this. They should be spaced more about 8 inches to 1 foot apart. So I'm going to put them right here. You want to make sure that the leaves that are starting to come up are faced up. So I'm going to plant these about 2 to 3 inches into the soil. Down there, this one, about 2 to 3 inches in. Perfect. And then the last thing is to water them. So I'm going to use the water that they were sitting in. There's a little more dirt in it now. Perfect. Now we have planted the turmeric in our containers. Okay, some tips for growing turmeric. So first, we are going to try to mimic a tropical atmosphere. Turmeric likes to be in a very warm environment, so keeping it either in the warmest part of your house or outside in the sun and direct sunlight, so around 80 to 90 degrees is the optimal temperature for your turmeric. Next is watering. Do not over water your turmeric because it can rot out, so I suggest 2 to 3 times per week, and just check the soil, see how moist it is. Keep your soil well aerated and make sure that there is a lot of drainage holes in whatever container you're planting your turmeric in. And third, but not least, is keep feeding your turmeric. So about every month I'm going to come out here and add about 1 to 2 inches of compost on top so that I can keep feeding my turmeric and it'll go down, and it will always have a nutrient dense soil that it is growing in. Okay, so some fun facts about turmeric. Turmeric has a warm, peppery, bitter flavor to it. The main active ingredient in turmeric is curcumin, and curcumin has a lot of antioxidant properties for our body. Now, there have been a couple of recent studies discussing the turmeric and the bioavailability of it when we ingest it. Now, just ingesting turmeric by itself, it has a low bioavailability. Our liver process it out and we pee it out. Basically, there's only a tiny spike in our blood. But when we add these 2 specific things, the first one is black pepper, which is the main active ingredient in black pepper, is piperine. And when piperine and curcumin are together, it enhances the bioavailability, and we get a blood spike that shows that curcumin is actually getting absorbed into our body a lot quicker and faster. The second one is using fats with turmeric, so like an avocado, coconut oil, olive oil, some seeds and nuts. Adding those fats with the turmeric and ingesting those at the same time, they work together and enhance the bioavailability too, and you get a spike increase in your blood of curcumin in your blood, and which is a great antioxidant. I'll put these studies in the description below of what I'm talking about so you can read it for yourself if you want further information. But other than that, have a wonderful day. Thank you for picking Kale-E. Like and subscribe below. I will do update videos as this guy starts sprouting. I'll show you how I add the compost to the top to feed the turmeric and get some really beautiful rhizomes in about 5 to 6 months, because we don't have that much time till winter comes. But thank you for picking Kale-E.